welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's 11:33. 30 Thor. Why are we talking about Thor? Okay. Oh, it's 11:34. I feel like I'm going to, well, not I feel like, I know what I'm going to do. I've got the Psychic Tarot. Choose wisely. Oh, you can't even see anything. Hold on. I'm going to mix these with the Romance Angels. Codependency. Which way? Right, okay, this side. We're going to mix them in. Going to mix it up a bit. Let's try and keep this table tidy. I'm going to have a look and see. It's midweek. Let's have a midweek story. Okay. Let's just get these shuffled in. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Hey, hey. Okay. Oh, I can hear a siren. I don't know how many cards we've got here. Okay. Let's pull a reading. Deception and envy with deception. Attraction. Past life relationship. Moving on. Prosperity begins. Spiritual strength. Intuition. This is very interesting. This feels very much as if the divine masculine, like the mask's been lifted. This is a past life relationship. He knows that it's deeper than what's on kind of surface level. Face value. Face value. Let's check what face value means. Taking things for face value? No, I'm not sure. Okay. Face value. The value printed or depicted on a coin, banknote, postage stamp, ticket, etc., especially when less than the actual value. The apparent worth or implication of something. Her lie was unconvincing, but he took it at face value. Deception and envy. What I feel here is the divine masculine is understanding about past life relationships. The attraction here. Okay, we've got to try and get my words out. It's basically the divine masculine realising, okay, the mask's off. He understands this connection, the attraction towards this connection. It is time now for him to move on to his prosperity. He needs to be extremely spiritually strong. There's the intuition card here. We're going to find out a bit more. Yeah, we've got the divine masculine, the authority here. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. We're going to end on these two. Emotional withdrawal and you deserve love, you are lovable. Okay, I feel as if the Divine Masculine realises he's made a really big mistake here. Make the effort. He understands this connection. Which side did I do it to? This side. Okay, we're going to have to channel because I'm just kind of, I don't know. It's really hard to get the words out today. It's like a realisation. It feels a little bit like a soul shock. A shock to the system. It's an understanding. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. And I feel the Divine Masculine has been guided to this connection. He understands that, you know, I want to say towards the Divine Feminine, this connection they've kind of lived before. And so to wake up in this lifetime and actually want kind of like the physical union, it's like this connection has maybe failed, has not come to completion in other lifetimes, but I feel in this lifetime. There's too much intuition here, spiritual strength, that's kind of helping the Divine Masculine like through that tunnel. It's like into the 4D, so you can really see the sign synchronizations. Okay. I will show you these guys. I don't know what I'm going to clarify with. I need to channel. Let's have some coffee. I'm spitting everywhere now. Let's choose some cards first. Should we go for the Tarot Mucha? What did I see earlier that I thought I haven't used? The Tarot Grand Deluxe. I'm going to go with these. I was going to put the book away, but something told me don't. Okay. Deception and Envy. There's been, because there's kind of, well, I want to say feathers, so seeing the signs, synchronizations, but I do believe that this is kind of the angelic guidance. It's a realization. It's causing a lot of conflict. I feel this is the own deception. It's the Divine Masculine's own deception. And now that he can see clearly, it's like he's got 20/20 vision now. I think this has probably all been building up this year. Where are we now? The 29th. It's caused a lot of conflict here for the masculine. Deception and envy. I want to read this deception card because the next card says deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and it's the Divine Masculine. He was deceiving himself. Okay, so let's have a look at this. 7 of Swords. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you're aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightly yours. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. Use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, so a few things come out in that. If I can remember them. Finding out the full facts before continuing. So there had to be the awakening for the Divine Masculine for him to kind of be able to comprehend this connection. I do feel maybe the Divine Feminine did kind of forewarn him, gave him signs that this connection was very unique. Okay, I want to have a look at this deception card. Let's see what card comes out for it first. It's a bit of a weird reading today. I'm just going to go with it, guys. We've got the Ten of Cups. The Divine Masculine realising he has not achieved that vision that he had. That kind of happily ever after, somebody to be able to snuggle up with on the couch in front of the fire. It's where you feel at home. And there's deception here. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. This card is a loving nudge for you to beware of deception within a relationship. This could involve something mild, such as run-of-the-mill politeness, where your partner is afraid of offending you by sharing true feelings. Perhaps you're the one wearing the mask because you aren't disclosing something to your partner. Deep down you know what this card pertains to. The romance angels are trying to protect your heart. Please say this invocation either silently or aloud. Romance angels, I ask that you give me very clear guidance that I can easily notice and understand to reveal the truth about this situation to my conscious awareness. Then notice and trust the signs that follow. And I think that that's really what's happened to the masculine here. I said he's received a sign. So, and if he's asked for guidance, he's been shown it. So it says, so please say this invocation either silently or loud. Romance angels, I ask that you give me very clear guidance that I can easily notice and understand to reveal the truth about this situation to my conscious awareness. Then notice and trust the signs that follow. This card is also a reminder to you about the importance of being genuine with your partner. Although discussing your true feelings may be uncomfortable, it will improve your relationship on many levels. It's really picking up on kind of like the last few days reading. Okay, let's move on to this attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. It's like the feminine here is smelling the roses. So I feel the masculines are very much affected by this, so much that the angels, it's like the Divine Masculine has asked for guidance, assistance, and some clarity within this situation. The angels have delivered. The Divine Feminine here is with the attraction. And the Divine Masculine is very much, he's in love with her. It's a Nine of Cups. Look how, it's like how she makes him feel. So it definitely feels here as if the Divine Feminine has turned the Divine Masculine's life around. We've got the past life. I'm not going to read any more with this. We've got the past life relationship. You have known each other before. It's just where the Divine Masculine feels at home. And it's like wherever he's been trying to create this home, it's not been genuine or authentic. It's very fake. Okay, so past life relationship. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got emotional withdrawal here. The Five of Cups is about being very unhappy. I normally call it the emotional withdrawal, but the emotional withdrawal is the Void card. But it's when you're dwelling too much on the kind of the past and not looking at the Two of Cups. So I feel here as if someone's heart's kind of being broken. And it may be because there's two characters in here and I'm picking up like a kind of third energy, maybe within the family home. And it's like maybe this person's heart's going to be broken. And I feel because the Divine Masculine is in love with someone else, he needs to be somewhere else. Now we have the moving on. I'll read the past life relationship card, just for clarity on what I mean by past life relationship. The romance angel sent you this card to explain the relationship you've inquired about. You have some unfinished business in conjunction with a soulmate from a past lifetime. We've got the soulmate here card. This may involve forgiving someone, a joint project, or learning personal lessons such as patience. Soulmates recognise each other instantly, and this feeling is often registered as a sense of romantic or sexual chemistry. The magnetism that draws two people together can surpass logic, because the purpose of the relationship is healing and learning. Whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you'll experience personal and spiritual lessons and growth as a result. Past life regressions can also help you uncover the answers you seek. Okay. So that's just a reminder that until the end of the month I'm doing a past life lessons reading for $25. So details in the description box if you want to book yourself in one. Okay. Moving on is the next card. And moving on is going, it's like it's time, he's got a timer. Prosperity begins. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles has been coming up all the time. It's like it's time. Okay. I feel like I want to put the camera down. Let's put the camera down. My eyes are really quite tired. It's like the fridge confirmed it then. Okay, put the camera down, guys. Maybe I can focus better when I'm not looking. Okay, you're gonna have to look from this angle. Oh, I need to speak a bit louder as well. It's all a bit soft today. Moving on. Moving on to the legacy. There's two hands here combining. You've got the support of the universe here. The third eye is opened, which means that the Divine Masculine very much is being kind of led through the 4D tunnel, seeing the signs of synchronizations, receiving the messages, just knowing without knowing what he needs to do with the intuition here. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's clarify this. Lily's very quiet today. She's asleep on the other chair. Well, it's the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles. I was going to say it's the Queen Mother. I don't know why I would call her the Queen Mother. She's like the Divine Mother. The Divine Masculine knows. It's the Wife card again. And I'm only saying again because I felt here, this is an independent masculine energy who's very in love and attracted to this, I want to say Divine Feminine here, who's smelling the roses. We've got the deception here. We're in a home life. The mask has been lifted. It's like the Divine Masculine is through the veil of illusion. Okay. And then we actually have the Wife card. This is nurturing, loving. You can just feel the, it's like emerald feathers that she has. There's just so much warmth coming from this card. And I feel he's definitely going that way. If you have a look, you look at those as maybe not being leaves and them being these feathers. He's on his way here. So he's moving towards the light. Let's read the moving on card. It's the Six of Swords. You're about to embark on a much needed journey to leave the past behind. This card lets you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it signifies that the time has arrived in which a difficult cycle in your life is coming to an end. In traditional tarot, this card also implies travelling or going forward, involving crossing water or even moving abroad. Calmer waters are ahead, and with all the lessons you've learned from past experiences, you're approaching this period having grown, and you're so much stronger for it. The healing process is underway, And now you can set your goals, desires, and objectives to secure a more positive and successful future. Because your mind is more settled and less worried, synchronistic events will bring the right conditions and introduce people into your life for your highest good. How awesome is that? I mean, fantastic. Okay, obviously I feel more comfortable not showing my face, so I'm not sure what that's about, guys. We're just going to go with it. But Lily's woke up. Hey. Moving on. So let's look at this legacy, because there's two hands here that are supporting each other. It looks like it's time for everything to be nice and peachy. Okay. The Hermit. So this is very much on the Divine Masculine's mind. Look where he's following. He's following the light now. Like down that stream, it said about like crossing water, travelling. So it's definitely consideration, serious consideration here regarding this connection and what to do. It's like whether to join forces. The Hermit. No, I spoke here about this through this kind of tunnel, and it spoke about it here on the moving on, seeing the signs, synchronizations now that you're more relaxed. And I do want to say that the Divine Masculine have been embracing meditation. Look at this, unconditional love. Look where the Divine Masculine is being supported to. All his desires and dreams coming true. Love. Unconditional love. And that's how come he's really here at the Nine of Cups. Understanding what love is. Spiritual strength. We're going to read it. Okay, the Nine of Wands. This card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have the inner strength to complete whatever you're working on. This final Spirit card represents courage, discipline, stability and persistence. You may be tired or weary from the struggle, but now is not the time to give in. Instead, tap into all of your inner reserves, for that one final push to achieve the desired outcome. You've been through so much to get to this point, and even though you may have acquired some scars from the battle, you're wiser and stronger for it. The enlightenment you gained will be an invaluable resource. You may also notice that you're experimenting with different things in your life at this time. All of these experiences feed your spirit and offer you knowledge for the future. This is an embracement of love. Wow. Now we've got the intuition card. I do feel drawn to read this. Because the Divine Masculine is very much receiving clarity, solid guidance that can't really be denied or ignored. But we still have him here with his arms folded, and we still have the emotional withdrawal, which is the Eight of Cups, so he's somewhere in between the 9 and the 10. But we've got you deserve love, so there's still a little block here about the Divine Masculine self-worth, whether or not is he really going to embrace this love, because it just said you just need the courage, just a little push to make that final move. Let's have a look at the intuition card. The Chariot, look, the push. That's when the Divine does give you that. So let's read the intuition here. Oh, wrong book. Seeing as we're using the Psychic Tarot and the Romance Angels, It's like your intuition is guiding you to unconditional love, to your destiny. Let's read number 2. Towards your 2 of Cups. Intuition is the language of the soul. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance, and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world, vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard a phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? Has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual whom you were just thinking of? These are all signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward, where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. Wow. Okay, so let's move on to this final row here, because this is quite clear that the Divine Masculine's going through this veil of illusion. They have to be open to it. Let's look at the Emperor. I'm going to read the Emperor first, guys, sorry. Okay, just cleared my throat so that the Emperor can speak. I spoke yesterday about the Emperor unfolding his arms and that he could keep his legs crossed if he wanted, if he was meditating. So let's see what the Emperor wants to say. He's still got his arms crossed. If you have a look, he is kind of awakened behind. He does know. He just needs to let this come forth. I want to say it as an expression of, I don't know, he's very knowledgeable. He just needs to unfold these arms. This card represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom and power. When this card emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in so doing, it is encouraging you to develop or reignite these qualities and tap into the masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits are also, they're not saying okay, Other traits also indicated a good reasoning and problem-solving skills, being grounded and learning to develop strong mental control over free reigning emotions. Sometimes this card appears to symbolise a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. It could be someone of high influence in your business, or a prudent friend who uses logic and reason to create a positive outcome. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on and emulate similar qualities. Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structure into ideas, plans, and foundations. It's time to stop talking and act in order to achieve what you must. Use the qualities and character of the authority card so that when you need to make a choice, you approach it from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic and grace, rather than one of foolishness, belligerence, greed or self-centeredness. The way in which you acquire, handle and wield power and authority is now being tested. The Emperor. Okay. It's definitely being tested here, guys. Look. What to do? Okay, well, let's have a look and see what the Tarot Grand Lux want to say. And they say, bring in the balance. You need to balance out the scales. It's a 6 of coins. The Divine Masculine really does need to get himself centered here. Find the balance between the physical and the spiritual realm, blending them together. This is spiritual and material prosperity. Just one thing needs to be levelled out. We've got the soulmates here. Yes, this is your soulmate. I think this is the realisation of the Divine Masculine with this past life relationship. Is it going to happen this lifetime for him? Well, they're not sure. It's like I said, it's an acceptance, it's embracing unconditional love. Well, this is the 7 of coins. Okay, that's about reaping in the fruits of your labour. But this card does remind me of the Divine Feminine's card, the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel here the Divine Feminine is very abundant, happy. She's waiting to receive her harvest, seeing as it is the 7 of Pentacles. So also she's waiting for her soulmate. I want to say she's saving herself for her soulmate, for this unconditional love. So the Divine Feminines, I feel, is in a very good place here. Knowing that they are looking for this connection this lifetime, that's what I want to say. And it's like it's going to be delivered. She looks very happy here, look. That's what she wants. She wants to be happy. And it's like she wants the Divine Masculine to join her in her happiness. So they can be happy together. But we have the emotional withdrawal. So it looks like the Divine Masculine is not happy with the Divine Feminine. As in, like, joining her on her happiness. So he's not happy here. Emotional withdrawal. I'm going to say he's gone to pray, meditate, and maybe deal with this unhappiness. It needs to be dealt with. The mask has been lifted. Okay, so we have the spiritual strength card again, the 9 of Wands here. But the masculine does know that he needs to get himself up. He does need to do that part. He's really not sure here, look. This is such a big decision for him to rise here. Got that pentacle. It's kind of like just staring at him. He's had to turn his head. I feel this is a sign synchronizations have really kind of barricaded him in so that he can't really escape. It's right there. He's still choosing to turn his head here. The Divine Feminine's holding that coin here, so he knows exactly what that coin means. What the legacy means. Just looking at her holding it already in her basket. But this coin here was really shouting out to me as well. Something about not putting all your eggs into one basket. And maybe that's what the Divine Masculine done. He puts all of his effort into maybe another person. Because it spoke about going to your backup plan, your plan B. So I feel the Divine Masculine here was quite adamant that, you know, what the decision, the home life he had made was for life. He kind of put all his eggs in one basket. Where the Divine Feminine, looks like she scattered them around really, in nature. Kind of going with the flow. She's just got her own pentacle. Her own abundance there. Her own legacy and prosperity that she's planning on producing. But we have the masculine here, that pentacle is there. I kind of picked up on the colour of around his, well, can we say his waist? They're like their shorts, aren't they? And just with the colour there, I just feel like this is the awakening. It's like the spiritual strength here is really helping the divine masculine to rise. It's like they're pushing him up. It's like the rise of the divine masculine here. It's like he's just catching his breath before he just kind of gets up. I want to read the emotional withdrawal card, the Eight of Cups. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world. But it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some alone time so that you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. The number 8 card represents infinity, passion, control and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful, undiscovered territory. So it's that vesting here. Just what the Divine Feminine's doing as well, so that she can connect to her guidance, her own intuition. Okay, but we've got you deserve love. We've got the Feminines here kind of with the arrow. It's like these little cupids are encouraging her. It's like it's being fired straight to the Divine Masculine's heart. He just needs to understand that he does deserve love and he's very lovable. Until he believes that, he won't really have the strength to pursue the Divine Feminine. He needs to take his leadership role, tap into his masculine energy and take back control. I really do feel this is kind of like a fight for love. Okay. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. He's off, charging. I feel that the Divine Masculine's got to fight for this. That's how he's going to really know that he really wants this. He's going to have to be brave. Okay. You deserve love. And then we're going to read that make the effort here. I've gone straight to make the effort. Let's go to you deserve love first. The romance angels are cheering you on in your quest for great love by letting you know that you deserve it. As a child of God, you're naturally a loving and lovable person, as is everyone. You have the right to be treated with kindness and respect by everyone in your life. If you've had harsh life experiences, you may have blamed yourself and felt unworthy of receiving affection. This card is a reassurance that you do deserve it. You're a beautiful being of God's pure love and light, no matter what any person has said or done to you, and no matter what happened in the past. God's handiwork can never be undone. The more you affirm, I am lovable, I am loved, and I am loving, the more this experience comes true for you. Affirmations help you believe spiritual truths at a deep, unconscious level. This in turn allows you to attract loving people, relationships and circumstances, and you definitely deserve that. So all this meditating, especially if it's guided meditation, there's a lot of affirmations going on in there. Okay, which all seems to have very much have helped. the Divine Masculine. We're having guidance at the moment for the Divine Masculine, which I feel in the physical. So we're just going with it. Let's have a look at Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Look at him giving her a little squeeze here. You receive this card because some action steps on your part are necessary. Let me just, the deck's too big to kind of hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. I might be able to do it. You receive this card because some action steps on your part are necessary in order for your prayers about your love life to be answered. The angels have opened the doors for you, and now it's time for you to walk through them. The first thing that comes to mind with respect to taking action is a good starting place for you. When you ask for spiritual help, you always receive it. Often, this help comes in the form of intuitive guidance, which consists of repetitive feelings and thoughts. You get the sense that you should do this or that. You receive this message as a nudge to actually take that action. You'll then receive the next piece of the puzzle, meaning another intuitive message about what to do. If you like, you can ask the angels to give you the motivation, courage, time and energy to take those steps. Know that each one brings you closer upon the pathway to great love. Okay. Let's look at what the bottom of the deck was for the Grand Lux. The Tarot Grand Lux. I am like spitting my words out everywhere. What's that? Why am I shuffling them? Okay, do we want a different bottom of the deck? We've got the Seven of Swords, guys. It's a deception card. And seeing as we have deception here as well. Okay, make the effort. Divine Masculine. Looks like there's a kind of an escape plan going on here. Look and see if the coast is clear. Gather up what you can and be gone. Okay. It's time to make the effort in a different direction. I feel like pulling a postcard from Spirit and a Heal Yourself card. And then I might get off. Okay. Not sure what else to say. You are loved. Oh, that's beautiful. Comes in with this, because this final row here is the conflict, okay? It's the block. So you deserve love, and it says here, you are loved. A little Cupid and a rose there. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. That's a beautiful message. Embracing this unconditional love, guys. Okay, let's get a Heal Yourself card. And see if that wraps up the reading. We've got Jasper munching away, that's what you can hear. I was looking at him a minute ago thinking he's like having his brunch. It's like he's building up his energy. He's getting ready. Okay. Okay, let's get a Heal Yourself reading card. Take off, you really can't make it up, guys. Take off your masks, card number 11. I think that's why I enjoy doing these stories. I just love how it all brings it together. Okay, take off your mask, but it's got like masks in brackets, the S. Stop trying to appear different to who you really are. It's time to take off your mask and be the real you. You cannot get the love and attention you are craving by pretending to be someone you are not. Why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself and others? Do you feel that you will lose friends and opportunities by showing others your imperfections, fears, and vulnerabilities? Are you constantly doing things to please others, even if doing this does not work for you? This card indicates that you need time to get to know yourself and what is important in your life. You will know that you are evolving when other people's judgments of you no longer impact you. If you have an incredible talent, believe in yourself. Don't hide your greatness because others feel envious or resentful. Remember, every great leader had people who loved them and believed in them, as well as those who doubted and disliked them. Wow, okay. What an awesome message to end on. But there is an action, of course. It's time to take action. Take a few deep breaths and focus on your body. Reflect upon in which areas of your life you are wearing masks and not being authentic. Think of different situations that make you feel vulnerable. Imagine taking off the masks that you wear and speaking honestly with kindness to a particular person who intimidates you. Take back your power. Give yourself permission to be real and to say what you mean from a place of gentleness and compassion. Guys, before I done the reading this morning, I shared on the Facebook page the 5 side effects of kindness. And it's really just what that's just touched on here. So we're definitely picking up a theme for the day here. It's called What Mask Are You Wearing? So I'm just going to reread that action part. Take a few deep breaths and focus on your body. Reflect upon in which areas of your life you are wearing masks and not being authentic. Think of different situations that make you feel vulnerable. Imagine taking off the masks that you wear and speaking honestly with kindness to a particular person who intimidates you. Take back your power. Give yourself permission to be real and to say what you mean from a place of gentleness and compassion. Okay, guys. I was looking to see if I have You Got This cards here, but I'm not sure. I'm going to leave you on an angel. Oh, I'm being pulled to the Lovers Oracle. Okay, okay. There's a card left in the box here, so we'll have that one. Let me just get these Lovers Oracle. Okay. The Lovers Oracle want to speak. Let's get a message. Okay, got 2 messages. Here's the first picture. Okay, and the message is, love is a single soul that inhabits 2 bodies. Wow, I think this is the realisation of the Divine Masculines now. Past life relationship, you've known each other before with the soulmate card. Love is a single soul that inhabits 2 bodies. Just the 2 bodies, which would be the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine here. Okay. And the second message, within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself. Then I strive to be lost again. That's just beautiful. Makes sense of the kind of push and pull of the connection, the attraction to it. Let's read this. Beginnings. Life is a series of cycles, and a time of rebirth is indicated for you. This may mean a new phase in a relationship, the germination of a fresh idea, or the development of qualities in you, like laughter, light, or hope. It may herald a total change. Do not be afraid to let go of the familiar, for the new cannot enter until the old and outworn has departed. Your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will be welcome when it arrives. Birth is a vulnerable time. The fragile life force needs to be protected and nurtured within you. Ask the angels to guide the new beginnings in your life safely to maturity. Okay, let's end on this affirmation, guys. I welcome and nurture the new in my life. Okay, guys, have yourself a fantastic day. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you all soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.